As we're go racing here, the USRC Cup Series summer opener at Daytona. We're going green. Mike Kirk leading them out. Getting a heck of a push from the number 16. Gonna take me a second to learn some of these names. Oh, that's Adam Staten, the number 16. And here we go. We see kind of two packs emerging. Guys that want to stay up in front and the guys that want to go out back. As we go down the backstretch, looks like, oh, the 16 is way below the apron. Looks like the 54, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. I think they're trying to get to the back of the pack. Meanwhile, Mike Kirk is going to try to lead this lap. Being pushed by the number 87 of Brandon Jackson. Mike Kirk is going to lead the first lap here at Daytona, followed by the number 87, the 33, and then it's going to be a battle on from there back as they barrel down into turn 1. Only 20 laps in this stage, and guys are already trying to break away to see if they can. So we're lined up, and the 33 is all by himself, a man without a country. Looks like these guys are gonna single file out here. It's early in the race. That's a good plan. We're single file. Looks like everybody there in the top 10 or 12. And then you have the pack in the back that is even farther back. You have the number 60 of Sam Niederhelm, the number 38 of Thomas Harmon, and looks like the 32 of Jason Taylor. And you go even farther back, you're going to find Joe Petrick. And he's laying back here with the 24, the 4. This is your solid gear jammer crew right here. Between the 67, the 4, the 24. These guys are very familiar with each other. And right now they're pushing that number 62 NYC taxi ride of William Van Alstyne out of New York City. New York City, yeah, I said it. Stealing more taglines. As we just completed lap 11, looks like. Lap 12 of 80 here, USRC Cup Series, Daytona season opener. The segment ends at lap 20. And you have about 10 drivers right here in this pack that know they're getting points. The question is, who's going to win the segment? Mike Kirk has led all 18, about to be all 19 laps of this. The start-finish line is so far down the front stretch, and we have one to go. Now let's see if anyone tries to go outside and try to get the win. We'll be calling a caution right as they cross the start-finish line. As they barrel down in the backstretch, Brandon's going to jump out, try to see if he can get a good run going into 3. I got to get ready to call it. 17 got the good line, being pushed by the number 42 and the 94 of Jordan Malish. 87 doesn't seem like he's quite getting the help. And it looks like Kirk is going to win this stage. As we're off racing again, led off by the number 87. Look at this view.
Come on in, there you go.
Oh, the number 94 stays on the outside. 32 is going to stay on that inside, try to push the 87. Everyone's going single file again, except for a couple of these guys up here. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Oh gosh, Jordan's on his lid. Jordan is on his lid. As the pace car is about to pull down pit road. And Brandon Jackson's going to lead them off here. We're back to racing. It looks like the inside lane doesn't quite get going. Nobody really does. Brandon gets a big jump. He's going to go up high, try to block the momentum of that high line, and then dip down low in front of the 42. The 17 sees that coming and goes the inside line to get these three lined up. And the guys on the outside, it's a numbers game like we just saw explained from weather.com. The draft day, you need to have help. And looks like the outside line is starting to form up. Here they go. Starting to see a few more people start to move up here as we see the 55 and the 22. Both those guys are starting to move up a little bit. All right, one lap to go here in Daytona for the end of stage 2. Brandon Jackson, followed by Ryan Nichols, Mike Kirk, Adam State, and J.W. Miller. They're top 5 right there, but anyone in that top 7 can really get up there. Let's see if anyone tries to go to the high side. We got to get ready to call a caution, so we'll go to this view. Normally, we have another broadcaster in here that actually calls the cautions. So we'll have to deal with this view, but... And looks like they're going to be content to ride as we enter turn 4. End of stage 2. Is anyone going for points? Thomas is going to try to catch another couple. Oh, a couple of guys go out as the pace car gets ready to head down pit road, and these drivers get going. 17 gets a great run. 95 is a little bit disconnected, but JW has no help. Its inside line should... There they go, forming up. And the 33 is about to find himself headed to the back unless somebody comes up to help him. All right, Mike Kirk back to the lead. He's about to lead lap 46 here. To a Toyota. Oh. I think somebody in the audience or driving out there wants to see us crank it up here, Tasha. So we're going to have to take a couple laps. Crank it up here. Yeah, you don't see anybody falling back now. Now everybody's going single file, just trying to stay close enough to try to make a move at the end when it counts. The 183 is just going to push a little bit on the 21. Not lined up. Oh, and it's going to collect the 28. 20 and 40. Now we're going to lap 80 as we're going green here. The number 17 of Mike Kirk is going to lead him off. The 95, see if he can get down. Mike Kirk's going to go back down low. And now Rudy's on the outside. As we see these guys side by side about to barrel into turn 3. Let's see if the 42 can push that 95. We haven't seen a whole lot of passes for the lead, as these cars are really hard, as the 55 Richard Schwint was telling us. The draft model is very difficult. That's why I like the idea of getting up front and staying up front, and that's what number 17 has done. Here we go, single file again.
Inside line keeps checking up. I don't know why.
It's because that, you know, you have so many. Oh, there goes Pow.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Wow, Pow took a hard lick. The pace car pulls off. We're about to go on lap 68 of 80 here, the USRC Cup Series opener here on the summer segment, and the 88 does not get going. Outside line gets bobbled up. Mike Kirk controls the start, followed by the 16 of Adam State in his premiere here. Followed by the 95, the 38's behind them. That inside lane should get going. There you see that inside lane all hooked up. Mike Kirk's exactly where he wants to be here with this draft package, to be out in front. And here we go, a little 3-car breakaway. Let's see if those guys can get it going, because what I'd be thinking if I was the top 3 there is try to break away as much as you can from the pack. Hopefully they start battling it out. And then you can figure it out on the last lap, but I don't think that's going to happen, as that inside lane is coming. Mike Kirk has led the most laps here today at Daytona. Looks like he's going to lead lap 69. And everyone that hops to the outside is getting shoved to the back. And now Will's going high. Now we have 4. I think they need to stay lined up to really try this. Because when you have to have patience, and nobody leaves you for that inside line, which is hard to do. And now they got 5 guys lined up on the outside. Let's see if they make something happen here. Oh, Mike Kirk goes around. That's the big one. Let's see who makes the move, who can capture it, and take an early lead here in the summer segment. As the pace car is out and we're racing here.
Green flag, green flag.
The 38 of Thomas Harmon gets it going right there with Adam. Who's going to make the move to the outside to try to pass him? Here we go, turn 3. Or turn 2, rather. And looks like that 95 gets a good run on the outside. Let's see what Will does. Thomas is going to get to the 16. Right now, business is picking up. As we're about to get going to 3 laps to go this next time around. What are they thinking? What are they going to do? Who's going to move? Who's going to pull out and take the... Oh! And nobody's going to go with Thomas. The 62 is just going to fill the spot. Now the 95 is going to go help him. Thomas gets shoved a little bit back. And here comes Will. Thomas all by himself. Nobody's going to go. We're going to have 1 lap to go here. The 16 in the lead. Who is going to go with who? Who's going to win this? As we're coming out of turn 2. Half a lap to go. Looks like Will might. Oh, and the 62 gets spun.
Fly job! Fly job!
The 62 gets spun, and now the 16 and the 95. 95 is going to get a run. Will it be enough? Adam State is trying to hold him off, and I think he's going to do it in his first start in the USRC Cup Series. The number 16 of Adam State is going to take himself home the trophy.